Alright, Jim, what's going on? Jeez, we are popping big time. Real quick though, can we just stop the tense music for just a sec? Alright, we're good. So view duration is off. Numbers are off the charts here, dude. I don't even know what to say. We are absolutely popping right now. What's up, chaps and chappets? Welcome back to the FUT Champions series, almost, you might say. We're basically coming up against the best of the best in the actual tournament. If you haven't already seen it, make sure to check out the episode in which we actually qualified for this tournament. Thanks for all the likes and stuff as well. Overwhelmingly positive reviews, you might say. But anyway, we get that ball across on your boy S-Vine getting the first goal. And I have to say, this guy really did surprise me. Like I say in the previous episode, he was 14,000 coins, which is nothing. You know, people just sort of turn a blind eye to that lad. And he does bang in the goals, especially with that sniper chem star. I already told you about that. But Bruma gets the ball across to Lisa. I think we get it in the end for your boy Cruz. Comes off a post, comes back. And we're 3-0 up at this point. You know, this guy's got almost a full team of team of the season lads. We're getting a nice passing play. The rhythm is there. We've got the attacking flow. Like, sometimes I seem to find when I'm playing FIFA, it all just sort of comes together. And right there, that's a good example. So what a team again. There's no let-up. Like, we're playing even the first 2 games. I don't know, man. It could give you, like, photosensitive epilepsy or something. Just all of these colours on screen on the intro, of course. But he gets a deflected goal. Like, he's got a sick team. He can't even score a normal goal. We get the sweaty, though. Like, you got to be doing that. That's the thing. You don't even regard a sweaty goal as much of a bad thing anymore because, like, everyone does it at this point. The driven passes. Renato Sanchez, that was a monstrous goal. I've got to say anything about that. Cruz, though, look at this. Like, that's such an AIDS goal. But the finish, you know, the composure. You got to have that composure. We bring on Antonio Valencia. If you didn't already know, we got the team of the season card. We got Kyle Walker and Valencia, 2 right backs. So I just bring on Valencia in game. So he gets the ball across in the next game. Ball back to Kante and he tucks it in the bottom bin. And then Antonio Valencia once more. Like, this is getting to the sort of salty stage of the game. 70th minute, you're starting to panic. Kaale hits the bar. And then it comes back and he tucks it home. He's also a team of the season card as well. So we switch to a 4-2-3-1 and we see it out. Look at that team as well. Oh my, the amount of tots, it's just disgusting. But he gives away the ball. We get it back and we tuck it home. Lovely little finish once again by S-Vine. Like, controlling the ball and quite happily finishing it too. And then Bruma gets in behind. We just open up that space. Like, when you have that creative attacking flow, like I say, it really is a good time. And then look at that. I think that actually came off the defender there. Unlucky, dude. So 4 wins, 36 matches left. Another banging team. We just got to try and keep that composure at this stage. We're getting a lot of goals. We're producing goals. And most of the time we're scoring first. But he does score back with Lukaku. I don't know whether that's toss. And then look at this goal that we score is such aids. He throws it out. He takes every touch, tucks away. And then just before half-time, man, Harry Kane coming in hot with another goal to make it 2-2. And then we absolutely get wrecked there by the referee. Like, oh my God. It's even triggering me looking back at this. It's disgusting. And then 3-3. In fact, like, when I say triggered by the ref, it was actually a penalty. I think I was just spamming B, accidentally took him out. Antonio Valencia, though, in extra time. You know, going big. 4-3. We've just got to see it out. We're booting it away. Every last man just trying to keep it out. Come on, lads. Please. And then look at this. Cavani weaving through. I don't know what I'm doing there. I still need to sort out my defending. And then it goes to penalties. You know, we dive the right way. Still doesn't get saved. And I just can't do penalty shootouts. I don't know what's wrong with me. I even got to the point where I almost gave up and did a chip penalty. And then we lose. And it's always bad losing your first game. But I think one of the biggest things when you lose your first game is how you respond. And we responded well. We got a 3-2 win. You know, big fat W straight after. Although we lose right after that in extra time. Actually, wait. Is this a separate game? Oh, yeah, this is a separate game now. So we lose 2 games in a row. And it's like, this really just gets to the point where it goes down the pan. And you're thinking 2 different things. You're thinking, am I just bad at the game? Or is it because of a tots? And it's definitely the second answer. Like, I'm not that bad at the game. I'm a little bit rusty, that's for sure. But I took it out on the team. I've taken it out on my own team, which I believe was a decent team. And if you've seen a lot of the FUT Champions episodes that I've made back in the day, you'll know that I do this a lot. I just love to buy and sell. I love to blame it on something. Like, either that or I just get a little bit bored and I just want to try out something different. I guess that was kind of a case in this case, of course. So we end up going 5-3-2. We get Smolov. He's a big lad. He's physical. He's fast. And then we can get Dybura alongside, who's also physical. He's 6'5". You know, there's a lot of physical lads in here. And what this basically is going to revolve around, I think it's kind of obvious in a way, just whipping it in every single time. So first team we come up against, team of the season's littered all around. We get the ball in, nice little header. That was Smolov. Team of the season card, like, he has got a nice card. I mean, there's not many team of the seasons that don't, to be fair, but this lad is physical, he's fast, he can win a header, and he's just made it 2-0. So we win that game, 8 wins, 28. And look at that. That's his reaction, you know. He's had his say on how the team works. He's salty. There's no doubt about that. So we get the ball across in this next game. Kyle Walker does really well there. Then we get the ball to the Cam. Don't even know what his name is. You know, might be even a little bit disrespectful, you might say. Don't even know what that lad's name is. But as long as he can put it in the back, he's staying in the team. So Dybura as well. Lovely little cutting from your boy Smolov. Something like 90 dribbling. Pretty insane. And then we're 2-0 up. And it's looking comfortable. Like, that's the thing. You look at the defense and you're just thinking they can't compete with that 6'5". You know, Dybura is just going to be all over him. 3-0 in that game. And I'm quite confident at this stage. And then we play this guy called Berserk Spartan with another banging team. Dybura already troubling. Ball goes up into the air. Dybura, is he going to win it? Yes, he is. The 6'5". Oh my God. I literally sent this to my mates after, just like, mate, I've just won this game from that goal. And I'm telling you the truth as well. We literally won that game. And Andy gave his say on it as well. Awful. Oh my God. I would hate to be him. Like, imagine that just happening. And then this as well. Alonso, I take out his defender. And then we attack. And his defender's still down. And best believe he's quitting after that. So 11 wins, 4 losses. Which is not too bad. We kind of recovered it a bit. We're coming up against another 5 at the back formation. It's exactly the same. But once again, I'm looking at his defense and I'm just thinking, your boys are not going to be able to compete with Dybura and Smolov. And Carvajal gets a little bit too trigger happy, almost taking me out. We get a goal there. Don't know whether it took a deflection, like Dybura's just taking the credit. Gets it back to 3-2. You know, it's game on at this point. But Carvajal just couldn't help himself. He takes out my boy, I think that was Dybura. And then Smolov tucks it away. So 12 wins, 24 matches left. We're not doing too bad. And then Son, look at that, man. His card is absolutely incredible. Since they upgraded him to 4-star, and then obviously he's got a bunch of informs, which are just incredible. Like, he seems to be really physical as well. But Smolov, lovely goal. Top bins, oh my. And then look at that, Rudiger. Just doing like a little nod of the head. And then it gets played on through. Perisic. This guy's obviously been watching my old videos, man. Using Perisic against me. The lad that did get me top 100. I just wanted to knock someone out of this point. Like, the amount of salt that was running through my veins. It's not good. So we eventually do get back on the game and we lose again. It's like a bit of a blow, isn't it? And what you're going to do when that happens, you sell the team. And I'll buy Martial for probably the 50th time on this game. Like, I've literally bought him so many times over the course of about 50 teams maybe. So your boy Kaale hits it across Griezmann. I forgot to mention we got this new team again. We're literally onto the 3rd team at this point. A sweaty goal. And we're kind of playing that aggressive style. I think we're playing with a 4-1-2-1-2. Which is kind of when you're bored, you know, you just want to get those driven passes away, LTRTs. And then we move on to yet another team. So how many teams has this been? I think it's either been 3 or 4. And at this point, we're playing with a full English team, just going for the 4-2-3-1 passing style of play. 64 possession at half-time, 64%. Of course, Barkley getting a shot away. If you didn't actually see most of the chem stars, you might have to pause it or something, go back. But most of them were like sniper chem stars just to try and go full dribbling and full finishing. So we're 18 wins, 12 games left. That's absolutely terrible for me. And we do so bad that I end up basically going on Destiny for a little bit. And then we come on later. And a whole new team. What the... Wait, what is going... I didn't know I had this many teams. Apparently we're going 5-3-2 again. A BPL, just sort of crossing it in, hope for the best. We ended up 19 wins, 5 attempts left. Didn't really see a point in playing any more games, but it was pretty sick. Nonetheless, let's get into the packs now. So we have 2 mega packs and a rare players pack. I'll have to admit, not what I'm used to. In fact, I'm not used to having any packs at all, because I haven't done FUT Champions in quite a time. But gold free. I've got to be stepping it up next week, and trust me, I will be playing once again. So Doumbia in the pack. Like, that's not too bad. He's certainly a pace monster, but is he good enough? Probably not. We get into the next pack. Who are we going to get? Mbirchy, he's blazing. To be fair, that is quite a decent card. You know, he's got some value to him. A couple other cards in there. Tickle my fancy, you might say. We've got Kaale, I think. Who's the Arsenal lad? He's probably worth a little bit of coins. He's physical. And I think he's also quite a decent signing, it's got to be said. Anyway, rare players pack, the final pack. Who are we going to get? No one. No walkout. That's the thing. You might as well skip it once it gets to that point. Just a bunch of random players. Shocking. But there you go, lads. That's the end of the episode. Make sure to leave a like if you want to see more of this. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll see you on the next Mbirchy episode. You little tears.